This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20. Down at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, 54, check, watch 54, watch 54. It's a party now.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first down carry by Elliott. They find some open field here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 60 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. To throw is Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift, watch the shift.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. A terrific run there by Penny. 74 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. He's good job right there. He's checking crack.
They go read option with Wilson. He'll pitch it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third and long for Prescott. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Mike, 380. Mike's by 4. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On second down, here's Penny. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third and long. It's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Stop your body.
Here's Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 63 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Go, 14. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
That's it. Check, check. Fresh down. Fresh.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Seattle 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They go play action now. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Wilson to the Seahawks. Big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Rashad Penny. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. A pretty good effort there. 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
54, Mike. Check.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Right there, 54.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Look left. Spot that. 54, Mike. 54. Alert.
Wilson now throwing again. It's complete to Lockett. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Switch. Mike 5-4. Mike. Echo. Check tight.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Easy. Here we go. 54.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's third and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
On 3rd down, Penny. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On third down, it's Prescott. But he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Here we go. I got one. Watch tight end.
Prescott on first down. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
Dallas.
Here we go. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Going to 54.
10th carry now for Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54. Hey, keep it up. Under. Mike 5'4".
They go to Elliott again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Here we go. Right in. 54. 47. Stop here, D. Hey, one set. Check. 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 66 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Kendricks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Prescott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 488. Here we go. 47.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go. 48 mark.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
It's going to be a long day. You going to take. Hey, 0-0-0. Kill.
Take 4.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
We got 4.
Throwing again, Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's our time.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
I know you felt that one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Alert.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lock it. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Wilson toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Again, Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Throwing now is Wilson. for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
We're going to 53. 54.
Here we go. Here we go.
26.
Again, it's Elliott.
Watch twist.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 38 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Fighting through. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory.